Hello and welcome to Nature's Gone Wild with me, Noel Cooney. Now, we're here today to talk about this ship that ended up in this town of Killcrows about 10 years ago. The landlady, they call her. She came up there, up the harbour, up the river, about 100 miles an hour. And she went bang, glass everywhere. And if you come up here, you'll see where she bashed into the wall. She just came along the harbour and went boom, bang, smack, straight in. And ever since they tied her up around it, so she wouldn't go anywhere, you see. Now if you come up here, you'll see where in the middle of the boat here, you'll see the fish boxes in there, and they've fish in there. I did a tour of the boat myself earlier, climbed up with a bit of rope, and there's dead bodies in there. Come up this way. It's a tire from a car, I'd say. Here now, you'll see where the ship just banged in against the wall, knocked all the wall down, every single bit, and tore the trees out the ground there, roots and all. And up here, you'll see, down here is where the lifeboat got trapped in between the front of the boat and the wall. And there was about 4 million fish trapped in under here, and about 3 million of them died. Now if you just make your way up here, you can see the front of the ship. Loads of holes, easy to see why she sank. And now we're going to hand you over to our nature correspondent, Jimmy McGillacuddy.
Thanks very much, Noel. It's a pleasure to be here on Nature's Gone Wild. Take a look at this. It's almost as extreme as the other one. As you can see here, it's not just any ordinary boat. It's a fucking mad boat. One that's really extreme. It's gone through a lot. You can see here, these things here, these are the things that destroyed it back when it crashed here. Exciting stuff, huh? If you take a look over there, you see this branch. It's sticking out. This one here, this is called the Sucomacus. The Sucomacus originated here back in the 1600s. Blew all the fucking locals out of it. 1 second there. Oh. You're a fucking chicken way. Over here, we've got evidence. Evidence that, well, there was people drinking here at one stage. Tastes like shit. Fuck that. Over here, there's something else that's gonna wreck your head with excitement. The lads used to come over here back in the 1600s and sit down. It's grand, like. Well, that's it for me. I'm Jimmy McGillacuddy. Over to you, Noel.
Hi, welcome back to Nature's Gone Wild with me, Noel Cooney. Now, it said about a decade ago, up until about a decade ago, there was no salt in our waters at all. Until they put bridges up around the place. And then sure people could walk out into the middle of the bridge and just pour the salt into the water. No camping.
Whoa! You see this, guys? This seagull shit. You wouldn't think so at first, would ya? But it's true. Came in all the way over there, swept up by a big digger, pushed up, dried up in the sun. Now look at it. Rock hard.
Hello and welcome back to Nature's Gone Wild with me, Noel Cooney. Now today I'm here to talk to you about this obnoxious looking fort in the background. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, what in God's name did they build a fort that big for? I tell you, come over here. Now years and years ago, around these parts, they had awful trouble with penguins. Because penguins love grass, they love hills, they love bushes, they love the wildlife around this area. And you can see the water down there. They used to swim in the harbour, climb up the hills, and they'd be hunting all the rabbits. Now, back in those days, rabbits were what the locals here lived on. So what the locals decided to do is to put together an army, and they built this fort you see here, and they called it the Fort of the Penguins. They caught all the penguins and they locked them all inside the fort, locked the key, threw away the key into the fucking sea over there, and they stood around the fort till every single of the penguins starved to death. Now, I'm going to hand you over to the historical expert, Jimmy McGillacuddy. He's down the road here, come on.
Thanks very much, Noel. This castle was built by the Japanese last week. Only joking. Come on over here.
Something I want to show you.
This is gonna blow your mind. If you look inside here, when you get here, you're gonna see light through the other side. Well, apparently, when this was built, they stored all the penguins. As Noel was saying earlier on, he stored all the penguins inside here. They all died. If you have a look closely, you can see a feather down on the ground. Well, apparently, that's a penguin feather. So the story's true. Enough of that. Follow me over here. These things here, they're called crag hoppers. Crag hoppers. They store snails. Like here, this fella here. This is called a cumulus pungi. A cumulus pungi is a native to the town of Crows. And if you have a look here, you can see that the snail creates this illusion of being a frog. But in fact it's not, it's a snail. Fascinating.
Welcome back to Nature's Gone Wild with me, Noel Cooney. Now, they said about 400 years ago this wall was built by the Germans because the penguins were coming over. They were sneaking down in here because there's no roof on this little hut. So they were sneaking down, coming out around there, and they were shitting all over the grass area. Now, this wasn't working for the Japanese who'd originally built this building. No, let me take you back down this way. Back to you, Jimmy.
Welcome back. Tell you, this place is extraordinary. One of the reasons it's extraordinary is because there's a lot going on. Take a look at this wall, for instance. Rock solid. How many rock solid walls do you see? Not many, but in Killcrows, thousands of them. Take a look at this one. Rock solid as well. One more thing I gotta show you. The shitting bar. Back in the 1700s, they used it to shit on. They liked to display their shit to the locals that came in on the boats. 1 second. No, there's nothing coming out. When it does come out, it rests on the bar. It creates an illusion of floating shit. It's great. Impresses the people when they come in the boats anyway. Over to you, Noel.
All right, you ready? Yeah. I'm gonna see how fast I can run up this hill.
Go for it! Go for it, you mad fucker! Go for it! Look at him go! Look! He's fucking fast, alright? Jesus, the mad fucker, he's done it!
I see your eyes for a bag of chips, Jimmy.
Look at this. Come closer. This here is called Dragon's Den. You can see by the way it curves down like that. It's actually in the shape of a dragon's tail. That's why they call it Dragon's Den. It's beautiful. Next week on Nature's Gone Wild, Noel and myself are going to be taking a trip down to Pompagon Woods and Rocky Sandy Bell Beach. Hopefully we won't get up for too much mischief. Come on, you